It's important to remember that the information we provide is for informational purposes only. Every situation is unique, and decisions regarding your health or legal matters should be made after consulting with your own doctor or lawyer. Our aim is to inform and empower, but personal circumstances require personalized advice. So there are a lot of different cases. One of them, a very, very difficult liability case, is I was approached by a gentleman who went to a racetrack. And he was going to race his motorcycle, and it's one of those straight racetracks. And before you race, you, of course, sign a waiver. If anything happens to you, you can't hold the track liable. And the interesting thing is that you cannot contract away your own negligence. So, for example, if you go to the amusement park and you buy a ticket, and on the ticket it says you waive your right to claim, any type of injuries, or you waive your right to claim any type of case of damages against the amusement park, that doesn't hold true in every situation, because if the Ferris wheel falls apart, if the roller coaster falls down, you can go after the facility because of the fact that they were negligent and they didn't do anything to protect you, or didn't do the proper things to protect you, so you could go after them. So we have a client who is at a motorcycle racetrack. He's waiting to take off at the line. And when you race these very, very large motorcycles, you have what's called a bleach box, where you put the back tire in bleach, and then you gun it as you hold onto the brake. And what it does is the tire spins, the tire gets very, very hot and sticky, and then the smoke comes up, and you see that. So he's waiting on the starting line for you see the Christmas trees, so the light goes red, 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 and all of a sudden it goes green, and when it goes green, then you take off. So as he's waiting to take off at the starting line, the guy behind him, who is not properly licensed, was not properly checked in, and has a bike that's too big for his abilities, is in the burnout box, comes flying out of the box and hits him from behind and significantly injures him. We had a claim against the track. They right away said, oh, no, there's a waiver here. You waived your rights. The answer was baloney. And we ended up getting a significant amount of money for him as a result of this negligence on the part of the racetrack.
Well, that's really interesting. So even a waiver, if they screw up on their end, you can trump the waiver.
In many situations, yes. So it's important, if you're injured, one of the messages I want to leave with people that are listening is, if you're injured, it's important to contact a personal injury lawyer. So the question people have is, do I need to hire a personal injury lawyer? And the answer is, if you had a rotting or decaying tooth in your mouth, you could probably remove that tooth on your own. It's not a particularly good idea to do that, but you could do it. And the same thing is true with your personal injury case. You could probably represent yourself in your own personal injury case, but if you have a significant case, that's not a good idea either, because you don't know the value of your case, you don't know how to negotiate your case. You're going to be relying upon the insurance adjuster, who is working for the insurance company, who wants to pay you the least amount of money possible, to help guide you through this process. And they're only looking to take advantage of you and pay you pennies on the dollar.
Also, if you're not sure that you have a case, you can contact a personal injury lawyer that works on contingency. So it won't cost you anything if the personal injury lawyer says this is not a case. Is that correct?
Yes. And the thing that I find fascinating is that, obviously in doing personal injury law, you know that, but for the number of people that don't know that, it's really quite interesting for me. And that is, you can have no money. You could have just filed for bankruptcy. And if you're involved in an accident, you can hire one of the best personal injury lawyers and not have to come up with 10 cents out of your own pocket. So, for example, our firm represents people on a contingency fee basis. We only get paid if we collect money damages for you. And we also advance the cost to develop your case. So you come up with zero money.